Filthy
with
and rich, I'm
love.
told.
Well, no, again, Jessica proves Jesse's point that they say that they are for the idea, but not the process. It is always that off ramp to actually doing something that they will find, whether it is crime, immigration, or the economy. I definitely want to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. Except, I want safer streets. But what about no cash bail? We want an immigration process just like you, except we don't like the way you're doing it. And then, we realize they don't have a replacement. The idea of talking about these tax cuts is not even close to being a solution. The solution is cutting spending. We're spending ourselves off a cliff. And you're saying we need to raise taxes. Why? Because you know you can't cut spending. You want to raise taxes because you know you will never, ever cut spending. We just want to go back to 5 years ago. That's all we want. Can't we just have a budget from 5 years ago? That's not too bad, pre-COVID. Why can't we do that? You guys. All right. I want to go back to the front part of this segment where these Democrats were pushing the bad things that happened because of Doge, that there were crimes committed. Okay, let's compare their predictions to the other side's predictions. We sat here and predicted the border crisis. They didn't. They mocked us. We predicted the trans issue. We knew this was going to be a big deal. They didn't. They called us transphobic. We knew that there was going to be a Ferguson effect after George Floyd. They said, no, crime was getting better. They were wrong. Joe Biden's unwellness, Kamala's incompetence. We were the ones that when we made predictions, because of our filter, were correct. Compare that to the other side. Nothing that they predict, which is always existential, apocryphal, delusional, never happens, right? What did they say? Threat to democracy. The planet's going to end. The laptop is fake. Russians are behind this. None of that panned out. And now, what they're saying about Doge, they're saying, oh my God, people are going to starve. So they were actually taking the debt. No, oh my God. Let me finish for once. Overweight. You have my point being is you've lost the right for people to believe your hypothetical fantasies because they're never right. And you're willing to take the debt crisis and crush it under another fantasy. We don't believe you. And guess what? We don't have reason to believe you. And you brought up the Elon Musk drug thing. Why should we believe that when it comes out now? Do you think, using your what if this happened or what if he came out in support of Biden? We never would have heard about the ketamine, but he's pro-Trump, and now you're talking about the ketamine. He's having an impact as a public servant on America. Now you bring up the ketamine. You know what's funny? This guy is doing nothing but service. He's getting nothing out of this. That used to be a Democrat. That used to be a public servant. And now a guy who creates Neuralink, creates an internet process for the poor, electric cars, robots, rockets that save astronauts. He's a public servant who's also the richest man. And you guys don't like him. He's exactly what a Democrat used to be, a public servant. But now you only serve yourselves. You're like, what can I get out of this? And if we use identity politics, we can get everybody to declare what they want from somebody else. It becomes an attack over a finite pie when he just wants to expand it. There, I've said enough. I think I can go home early.
A lot of energy there. Katie, would you like to wrap it